Hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 305. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan and Rajyasree at your service after a long break from Awful and Awesome, during which time it only got better, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you feel rejuvenated also?
I feel relevant and useful because I have come having watched 3 films.
Yeah, and they are very current films, as you always say.
2 of them are old, but at least I watched.
That's true. You watch.
Baby steps.
Yeah, that's true. I should not expect too much. This is the problem with Indians. You say anything, you
Actually,
have
no,
not
they
done.
don't expect too much as our political choices show. But anyway, we will, as one feedback has come, we should not make it too serious. This is more about fun, and I tend to make it too political, this show.
No, we made it political, Manisha and I. But we kept it light.
Oh, then one sec. Then let me read out that
serious.
email.
We were political but fun.
Dear Abhinandan and Rajyasree, this is Prasad Vasudevan says, regular listener of the show, I don't mean to be rude. That's okay, Prasad, you aren't. Not at all. But these days it seems like Abhinandan has no love left for the A&A podcast. Doesn't seem invested in this relationship and yet unable to get out of it.
Oh, it's like a good marriage. It's a good
Prasad,
Indian marriage.
तुमने तो हमें lovers, night lovers बना दिया.
Because the paperwork is so difficult to get out of it. You just stay in
A
it.
sense of smugness maybe I'm guessing that's me.
Yes.
But it's fun to listen to you and I hope you continue to host this show. I want to recommend a Malayalam film, 2018. Please review a regional film once every 3 episodes. Much love to everybody at News Laundry. Kind regards, Prasad. Thank you, Prasad. I'll just tell you, till August, it's unlikely I will host this show because there's just too much work we have done. As you know, that we are getting to a party with News Minute. I'm going to be in Bangalore. In fact, let me just plug in that announcement right now. The exact date being the 17th of June. In Bangalore, the News Minute and News Laundry is having a joint members-subscribers meet to commemorate our partnership and tell you all about what this entails and how we will grow together, hopefully. If you want to attend this, mail us at subscription@newslaundry.com. I repeat, subscription@newslaundry.com. Only subscribers of News Laundry or members of News Minute can attend. So do come. We have a Bangalore WhatsApp group. So if you want to get on that group, you can mail us at subscription@newslaundry.com. The exact address of where this meet is going to be will be mailed to you, but it's on the 17th of June, Saturday at 4 p.m. So, because of that and a lot of other kind of expansion administrative work I'm doing, I just will not be able to host this show for another 2 months or so. But after that, I'll come and host every now and then. It's not like I don't love the show or love our subscribers. Kya hai na?
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not an actor.
Why?
Because you're not good at delivering these kind of earnest lines at the end.
You're saying I'm insincere.
Would I ever say?
No,
Do
you'll
I
say
have
shit because like anyway. Let's just.
But I wanted to comment on, please review a regional film once every 3 episodes. I promise to review one Satyajit Ray film every 3 episodes.
Okay.
Because that encapsulates what regional cinema should be.
The email was addressed to a gentleman called Abhinandan.
And Rajyasree.
Okay.
Don't be like that. Huh? Don't be like Mr. Modi. Okay? It's me all the time. Where's your Senegal?
Huh?
Where's your Senegal? You
Senegal
left it?
Senegal is in Africa. So we will be reviewing today a series called Scoop, directed by Hansal Mehta, based on journalism. Series called Love and Death. It's a riveting drama from David E. Kelly. It's a true story about Candy Pat Montgomery.
Stop it. Okay.
Then the 3 movies that I have watched and I will review are a film called Kathal.
Which even I watched.
So one thing we both have watched. Then a film called Samrat Prithviraj.
Which nobody watched, including the actors.
I've watched it and I will give you my VTs on Samrat Prithviraj. And a film called Bhool Bhulaiya 2. It's a comedy horror directed by Anis Bazmi.
Have you watched Bhool Bhulaiya 1?
No, but I was on the flight and you can't do anything at 45,000, 50,000 feet. So I said, let me watch these so at least I have something to talk about.
Also, you realize that even if you haven't watched Bhool Bhulaiya 1, you can still follow Bhool Bhulaiya 2 with no problem.
I mean, yeah, that's...
Oh, I've watched this. This has Kiara Advani.
Yeah.
I watched Bhool Bhulaiya 2 because I'm a loser. I watched it out of choice.
Samrat Prithviraj is a film directed by Chandra Prakash Dwivedi. It had caused a fair amount of controversy because of the fictitious depiction of Samrat Prithviraj, it was also seen as a part of the narrative where they're making films to demonize the Muslim community, like Kerala Story,
Yeah.
Kashmir Files. And they make films like Samrat Prithviraj to show that, again, to not so much to demonize Muslims, although that is also
But
kind
to
of
show how
done
wonderful we were.
without
We
Muslim,
meaning
the communal DNA
Vote
reared
for-
its ugly head.
vote for BJP.
The communal DNA reared its ugly head. And
See how
but you could have-
inside all of us
So-
is the director of the Kerala Story.
So basically that, they've made up their own thing that Prithviraj won this battle, that battle, but whatever. That was the controversy.
And no. Most importantly, it stars Abhinandan's favorite actor, thespian Akshay Kumar ji.
Akshay Kumar is in it, Sanjay Dutt is in it, Sonu Sood is in it,
Who's the women?
and Manushi Chillar. So cinematography, we have Manush Nandan, and the music score, which is nothing to write home about. It's Shankar Ehsan Loy have also done the song. It's produced by Yash Raj. So I will consult my notes and very quickly take you over them. Samrat Prithviraj. Prithviraj and his crew of warriors, etc., were basically, as per the film, 12-year-old delinquent children with sexist jokes and humor that you stopped finding funny when you turned 14 because it was just too childish and juvenile for you. But grown men have that. It has the toxic masculinity of a school dorm, of an all-boys school dorm, yet it has this feminist statement that medieval Rajput kings are spouting, which current royal Rajput Gharanas will not have. So then the only thing is they were in their 30s and 40s, but they had the feel of a 12-year-old
And
school dorm.
Manushi is his wife.
Yes.
Okay.
It starts off with Samrat Prithviraj killing 3 lions in 15 minutes. Yeah, right.
But the lions look like real lions, or it's bad CGI?
No, the CGI is not bad.
Okay, that
CGI is
then you
okay.
have to give them some credit, huh?
So now in history, we had studied that Sher Shah Suri killed a sher. I don't know whether you studied.
yeah.
You know who Sher Shah Suri was, right? Slave dynasty.
I did ICSE
Okay.
also.
Tell me which monument he's made in Delhi.
Sher Shah Bhavan. Wait,
Old Fort, Mathura Road, Zoo. the
I'm
moat,
very bad. My history is very bad.
where the Nirod ad was shot. From the 80s.
Nirodha is shot in this thing.
In that moat outside the Old Fort. Anyway.
I went to the old fort when I was 2 years old.
Okay.
This is important. This is my input.
So had you seen the film, you would have provided valuable inputs. But since you're not,
Because when I'm on an international flight, I don't search for the only Hindi film that nobody is watching. I watch the most recent fun things also which other people will not judge me for. No one
see, you
tapped
give
on your
too much of
shoulder.
a shit what others are thinking.
Did someone tap you on the shoulder and say,
Yeah,
are you
and as soon
okay?
as he ran, I said, Bada, Khamagani, Bada, Khamagani, Bada. Okay, I did that nutty Raju thing. Not Raju as a Rajshri, but Raju as a Rajput. Now, the thing is that, when they have narratives like this, although this I think Mr. Dwivedi has made up, I don't remember reading this in history books, but there is no way a human being can kill even half a lion, let alone 3.
No, but these
That
are...
too, a blind human being. He's blind when he kills them by just the sound. And there's a stadium full of people who are they're watching the Wimbledon because they sit in silence so that he can hear where the lion is going.
And when he kills, then they
clap.
do they clap.
And then this is like that. Quiet, please.
Quiet, okay.
Strawberries and cream. Wimbledon.
Next lion coming now.
So the medieval Mughal kingdoms
I'm more well
stadiums
behaved than
had
anyone.
the discipline that Wimbledon today cannot have in silence. Okay. So the thing is that if Sher Shah Suri told the historian that I killed a lion, what would the historian say?
No, he's going to. Obviously, this is myth making. Na? If history is not going to be written by
So like I've written my notes, if a king said write it, who will disagree?
Oh, this is also in your notes.
In 200 years, if they were to, take out all the data, there's a new technology, everything is stored in the ether of the universe, and they dig out these primitive drives where video is stored. What will future, 3,000 years from now, they'll get drives and they'll see that Modi was the wisest and most brilliant. He was Vishwaguru.
But he was.
Unless they uncover our drives. But our drives may have been destroyed by then.
No,
but the point is, legacy media has said, the king says, show me as very smart and intelligent. Like, if Aurangzeb, he comes with this jawline and all the paintings Aurangzeb.
Yeah.
So suppose he said, draw me, and he told his artist, draw jawline. So the artist said, so which jawline? He says,
No,
the one that is
not
lying.
The way you talk to me, not like that.
The one that is lying next to the headless torso of your family?
That
That
one.
jawline? So, that jawline. Here it is, sir.
That's what.
So then what are you going to say? Anyway.
Now we will talk about Scoop, which you will watch.
I will,
But-
because I've heard good things about it from
Yeah.
from critics of relevance like Rajyasree Sen.
Exactly. It's sort of good. I didn't want to.
But
I also saw 4 episodes. They sent us 4 episodes. It's a 6-episode show. It's so we interviewed
The maker, Hansal Mehta.
Hansal Mehta and Karishma Tanna, who plays the protagonist, who is Jigna Bora's character called Jagrati Shah. So the Hansal is always very nice to talk to, and he had his own. So there was something that I had commented on, which he said we have not got permission from, which is when you watch it, when you're watching a true crime series, sort of, you will try and identify who is whom. And because I had followed that case so closely, because it was such a bizarre case that
It was based on the crime reporter who was murdered.
yeah,
Day.
Jyotirmoy Dey was left his house. He was the crime editor of Midday, and he left his house at Hiranandani, and in 10 minutes from his house, he was shot dead, and shot. I think he was pummeled with bullets, and the blame was placed on another crime reporter, which is Jigna Bora, who was the crime reporter she was the deputy editor also, crime beat, for Asian Age. So a lot of it is very riveting, especially this whole, at that point, there was the underworld was so big in the news, Chota Raja.
It wasn't that long ago though.
2000 and, no, it's a while back, 2011. So 12.
Okay, yeah, but that was not so long ago.
But think that in 12 years, this whole underworld, reporting on the underworld
Yeah,
has
but the underworld as a thing was kind of over by the
Yeah.
early 2000s. Like the underworld only ran Mumbai till the 90s.
Yeah, so a lot of people used to sometimes say that a lot of J.D.'s stories and reports seemed a little like he seemed more obsessed with the underworld and are these things actually happening? No one knew, because it's something is being planned in Dubai, something. Anyway, so the show is based on her book, Behind Bars in Baikula, My Time in Prison when because she went in for 7 months. But the show is only 20% of the show is based in the prison. The rest is
What happened?
what happened. So what they get right is how newsrooms work, editorial meetings, what will drive a front page story, how if you have a good editor, you can push through certain stories. They have Danish plays like a parody of Arnab, sort of. So he's there also. But the part which didn't work for me is in jail. Because 2 whole episodes, it just looked like, that Gumrah and all with Sridevi. Have you seen? It was based on Bangkok Hilton. It's that very weird. The jail doesn't really look. It looks like a set only.
Oh,
and
like
the
that.
women
So,
look.
art department
It
had low
and
budget.
she acts a little oddly in jail, but otherwise the way it ends the show is about the safety of journalists today. That so many journalists deaths have taken place.
That's
Journalists-
fantastic.
Yeah, it's those last 10 minutes are
Yeah,
actually
I can
fabulous.
trust Hansal to come up with that kind of message because he, I guess, one of the few filmmakers who understands how news and journalism work. But I think one thing that I haven't seen it, but clearly this show has got right, is because the moment you do any show about journalism, like any show will not be that accurate. I'm sure many bankers think shows about financial things aren't that great, but every journalist I know has said this show is pretty good.
Yeah.
So for journalists to say yes, he's got that right is a big thing.
Because his, which he said, also Scam 1992, all his films actually, one of his main consultants is a journalist.
Oh, that's why.
So he said that's why I get that part is correct, and he's not involved in the scripting at all, which I didn't know.
Were you consultant for Maharaj Prithviraj?
I'm the one who said Manushi has to be sitting because we know Rajputs are very
that feminist
forward
angle, that consultant, maybe that's
no,
where it
and I
comes
know
from.
at heart Rajputs are forward thinking. They just hide it very, very well.
Very well.
Hide it behind the ghungat very well. But no, so I'd watched Scoop, but I still think The Hard, which came out at the same time, is a far better show. Like it gets the politics, caste politics, all that so well, and she acts very well. That's Sonakshi Sinha. So this, what lets it down is her acting. Karishma Thanna's acting
It's
is
not
just-
that. So, I must congratulate you for getting The Hard right.
No, I,
Almost 80%.
I called it The Hard last time,
Yeah, so
and
it's better, I saw.
she made fun of me.
Good. You must be made fun of.
No.
Because that toughens you up for the world. On that note, do attend our subscriber meet. 17th of June, Saturday, Bangalore. Write to us at subscription at newslaundry.com. The rest of this podcast will be available in audio only format. That's it for the video. You can say bye to our pretty faces. The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें.